It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC East foes. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Rush. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run here with Rico Dowdle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action with Rush. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Rush. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rush. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Hurts. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
From the 10, first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Rush. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing here, Rush. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Rush. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Rush. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Here's Rush to throw. That's caught by Mingo right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Rush working from the gun. That is caught inside the 5. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rush. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rush. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Complete, it's Dodson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
In motion left goes a tight end. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd down. Rush. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this one quickly to Lamb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He's got Mingo. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A running play. It's Dowdle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rush. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Fancy footwork at the 45.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goddard. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goddard.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw, Rush. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Out of the shotgun, Rush.
It's caught. Tolbert. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Rush. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
39 yards.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing is Hurts.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Rush to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rush.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rush.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
They run here with Dowdle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Throwing here, Rush. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run again with Dowdle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the ends? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Back to throw. Rush.
Right back to Tolbert.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cooper Rush.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll roll him out right, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Micah Parsons
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rush.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rush to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rush. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Quick slant, Dotson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Shifts by him, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Smith in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In motion right is Smith.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Rush. That is caught. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Rush. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's complete to Brown.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They'll look to throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.